So first I start by separating all of my braiding hair, and I use a thread holder that I got from Walmart for about $10. And I do this just to make sure that all my braids are the same size, and it also helps me to move a lot quicker. So to start with the first braid, I take my piece of hair and then I separate that piece of hair into two, and I make sure that one piece is slightly smaller than the other one, because once I place it on top, the two strands are going to connect into one, which will make it the same size as the other two strands on the sides, if that makes sense. So once I've made sure that all three strands are the same size, I just kind of straighten it out a little bit to make sure that there's no frizzy hairs or tangles. This step is very important because you don't want to wait until you get the hair on your head and then you're running your fingers through all these tangles, and then, you know, it kind of messes up your braid, and yeah, it'll be a hot mess. So just straighten it out before you place it on your head. So I place the braiding hair right on top of my natural hair, and then I separate my natural hair into 3 equal parts as well, and then I just begin braiding. And while I'm braiding down, I tuck my natural hair behind the braiding hair, and the white stuff you see on my hand is 100% natural beeswax, and I use that for almost all of my braiding styles. It just helps to keep the natural hair tucked away, and the braids just come out a lot neater. It also conditions the hair, so my hair stays nice and moisturized while it's in these protective styles. And I also love using the beeswax because, in my opinion, it works a lot better than a lot of these edge controls and gels and all that. 9 times out of 10, if I'm doing box braids or feed-in braids on any of my clients, I'm using the beeswax. And I love it because there's not too many ingredients. It's like, I think only 2. So it's some good stuff, I'm telling y'all. So as you can see, I'm still tucking my natural hair behind the braiding hair, and you want to do this throughout the entire braid. Every single braid you do, you want to tuck your natural hair behind the braiding hair. Doing this will really make sure that those braids last a long time. If you don't tuck your natural hair behind the braiding hair, I promise you, your hair is going to get frizzy a lot quicker than it would if you were to tuck your hair. Tucking your hair makes these braids last a long time. So I'm applying some beeswax on this next section of hair. And if you notice, I kind of twist my hair around before I begin braiding. I don't know if that does anything, but it's a habit for me, and it just makes me feel better about myself, so just deal with it. I then place the hair right on top of my natural hair, and then I separate my natural hair into 3 equal sections, just like I did with the braiding hair. And then I just begin braiding. So once I've attached the hair, I'm just going to continue braiding, and I'm going to continue tucking my natural hair behind the braiding hair. and you'll see me constantly applying some of the beeswax to my natural hair. And again, I do that just to keep my hair tucked away. So please, if you're doing your own hair or someone else's hair, please, please, please tuck in that natural hair behind the braiding hair. I'm telling you, it will make the hair look so much more professional. And I parted my hair in round partings, and I posted a video about a week ago showing you how I do my parts. I typically part my hair in round parts when I do my own hair because it helps me to reduce time, and also I just love how the braids fall so like naturally. It just, to me, it gives it a more professional appearance. So yes, please make sure you check out my previous video where I show you how to do the parting. I'm gonna continue braiding my hair the same way that I showed you with the first few braids. And now you see why I do the round parting. Look at how beautifully these braids just fall in place. And I forgot to mention that typically when I'm parting my hair, whether it's box parting or round parting, I typically do my sizes a little bit bigger in the back and then a little bit smaller in the front. And I do that because, I mean, in the back, you're not really paying too much attention. So as long as they're neat and not like super like significantly huge, it's fine. So yeah, you can make the braids a little bit bigger in the back and gradually get smaller towards the front. And doing that really just saves you a lot of time that you really don't need to be wasting in the back of your head. So I'm just going to repeat the same steps that I've shown you with the first few braids. And if the view is not good enough, you can always make adjustments, do whatever you gotta do. You can zoom in, you can pause me, mute me, fast forward, throw your phone down, flip me and reverse me. Whatever you gotta do to get this technique down, I'm all for it. So yeah, I'm just going to repeat the same steps that I've shown you with the other braids. And y'all, I still cannot believe that I've really sat there in my last 2 weeks of pregnancy and braided my hair for all those hours. Oh my goodness, when I tell you I was tired, oh my gosh, that's an understatement. I was exhausted and everything was hurting. My back was hurting, everything. But I got through it. And this hairstyle lasted me a while too. I've had it in for about 2 months now. And don't freak out. I know 2 months sounds like a long time. It's really not even recommended that you keep braids in that long. But look, being a mother of a newborn and a toddler, I just couldn't get around to doing my hair. So yeah, I will be taking these babies out soon. But I've enjoyed them while I had them. They were so pretty. I didn't get to take any pictures or videos really of my hair after I've completed it, because I was in such a rush to get, the baby shower in order and cleaning up the house, running up and down the street. I was just doing so much, you guys. So I didn't really take the time to get dolled up and take pictures and videos of my hair. But hopefully this video is just helpful enough to show you my technique. Maybe in a future video I'll actually box braid my hair again and do a full tutorial on how I dip my ends, how I maintain my braids, my nightly routine. I'll include all of that. So just stay tuned. I'll braid my hair again maybe in a month or two. Oh, I just love how these braids fall in place so beautifully like this. Look at that. And that's why I part my hair the way I part it. Well, I'm so glad I was able to share my technique with you all. Hopefully my video helps someone who is trying to learn how to box braid their own hair. I hope to see you in my next video. Thank you for watching.